It was glorious weather once again for race day 2 of DTM 2016 at Hockenheim, and yesterday's winner, Eduardo Mortara, with extra weight in the car in the qualifying, meant it was very difficult. He made it only to P12. It was a bad quali for Audi. Best driver was Jamie Green, P11. Mercedes, though, were very strong on the Sunday. Gary Paffett finished the race after tough fights, P11, and he was P3 on the starting grid for race 2. And the best BMW driver made it to P2 on the grid, Augusto Farfus, with a very good performance in qualifying. However, Paul di Resta, already strong in Saturday's race with P4, in qualifying on the Sunday he was more than 1/10 faster than the rest and took pole position. So once again, into the garages of all the manufacturers in DTM, Mercedes-Benz, BMW and of course Audi. As the lights went out then, it was a blistering start from Paul di Resta. Augusto Farfus seemingly bogging down, and Maxime Martin trying to take advantage by going through the middle of the Augusto Farfus and Gary Paffett cars around turn number 1. It was in turn 2 though where the rookie Esteban Ocon was pushed into Bruno Spengler. Spengler then spins round, and the Audi drivers Jamie Green and Eduardo Mortara also involved in that accident and would lose places. That meant the safety car had to come out, and after the restart, Gary Paffett attacks Maxime Martin and moves up to P2. Great celebrations in the Mercedes garage, and in a BMW fight, Augusto Farfus overtakes Maxime Martin for P3. On top then, the fastest man on the track, Paul di Resta. We await the pit stops, and Gary Paffett makes a mistake. He nearly touches Robert Wickens, and this means an unsafe release. Saturday race winner Eduardo Mortara with a nearly destroyed car. He ends up P12. Di Resta and Farfus had trouble-free pit stops. They stayed P1, P3. Matthias Ekstrom, though, has to retire his car. His car hit once too often. Gary Paffett then with a drive-through penalty for that unsafe release. That pushes him back to P11. Timo Glock faster and faster, overtaking Maxime Martin, and will take the fight to P3. Paul di Resta on top though, 9 seconds ahead of the rest of the pack. Gary Paffett with an amazing fight back into the points. Here he overtakes Blomqvist for P6. Timo Glock, the strongest BMW in the race, overtaking easily Augusto Farfus to go P2. And Gary Paffett still not satisfied, attacking his brandmate Robert Wickens, and ends up finally P5. A truly dominant display, though, from the Mercedes driver Paul di Resta. The former champion wins the second race in 2016. And the Mercedes crew would be as happy as the driver. There were 3 BMWs with Glock, Farfus and Martin, P2 to P4, followed by the Mercedes driver with an outstanding drive, Gary Paffett, P5. Paul di Resta, the race winner, quick though to credit the hard work of his team.
The boys last night were up till 5:30 repairing the car from a technical issue. I owe it to them. You know, they gave me a car to get out there, but I think I need to dedicate this one to my son. The first one he's come to. It's been a great winter, fully focused. Some people said you'd be slower, but maybe it's the difference.
After the race, it was found that the rear cover on Timo Glock's car didn't meet the specifications, and therefore the stewards decided to exclude the former Formula 1 driver from the result. That meant that, of course, Augusto Farfus and Maxime Martin both moved up a place. However, there was no disputing race 2 winner Paul di Resta for Mercedes-Benz.